Hello all, very good evening. This is Karthik from Raj Cloud Technologies. First of all, I welcome you all to today's Data Analyst Power BI session, Power BI introduction class. Thanks for joining the session. So let me take you through the complete Raj Cloud Technologies background, like what we are doing like right now, like how many courses we are offering, and what about this, what's special about this data analyst program. Okay, and everything will just go through in the next 3 to 5 minutes, and then I'll hand over the session to our trainer Ambarishan Garu. From there, you will be entering into the complete technical part. Okay. Yes. So first of all, once again, I welcome you all to today's Microsoft Data Analyst Power BI program. And before starting the session, as I said, you sorry. So let me just show you about our social media handles. Okay, let me start with our YouTube channel. We have an official YouTube channel, Raj Informatica Real-Time Hands-on Job-Based Training. Okay, so this is our official YouTube channel, and if you can see here, so we have 36,200 plus subscribers here, and we have posted like more than 500 plus videos here. If you just go to the video section, you can find many videos related to Snowflake, Azure, SAP, okay, Power BI, Azure Data Engineering, AWS Data Engineering, okay, Generative AI, AI and ML, and many more courses, okay, cyber security, many courses, okay. So we have uploaded like many useful videos here in this particular YouTube channel. So just go through once, just go through once. If you like our content, like the video, comment on them, and subscribe to our channel for more videos. Just subscribe to our channel for more videos. I am sharing this YouTube channel link with you over Zoom chat. Use this link and you can subscribe to the channel, or else you can search for Raj Informatica in the YouTube. You can find out our channel. You can subscribe to the channel for more videos and all. Okay. Yes. And we have an Instagram page as well. This is our Instagram page, Raj Informatica. You can see here we have 3,100 plus followers. So in this YouTube, in this Instagram channel, so particularly like we will be posting more information about the job placements, where the opportunities are available right now, what referrals that we are providing it today. Okay, so where the opportunities are available on different cloud technologies and on different data analytics programs. Okay, everything you can see here in these stories. And there is a highlight as well. There is a highlight called job openings here. Whenever there is any job openings posted in our story, we will be adding that story to these highlights as well. So even if you can see it later also, you can apply from here in this link. Okay, so I'm sharing this link with you. I'm sharing this link with you. Okay, you can just like search for Raj Informatica in Instagram as well. You can get the complete information about our page. This is our page. You can just click on follow to get additional information as well. And we have official website too. This is our official website, razinformatica.com. In this website, this is the home page. This is the home page where we are now. If you just scroll down your home page, you can see whatever the trainings that we are offering right now. Okay, you can see that like we are offering generative AI, informatical data quality and cloud data quality, AWS data engineering, Azure data engineering and Databricks, Snowflake in the combination of DBT and ADF, Informatica Power Center, Informatica Cloud IICS IDMC, Artificial Intelligence plus Machine Learning, Cyber Security and Ethical Hacking, Microsoft Power BI and Data Analyst Program, AWS DevOps, SAP S4 HANA and FICO, GCP Professional Certification Training, Python Full Stack Development and Data Science Program, Python for AI and ChatGPT, and Salesforce Certification Program. These are the courses that we are offering right now in Raj Cloud Technologies. Okay. So there is a special section is there in our website called upcoming free live sessions. Okay, you can see today's session also we mentioned here, Microsoft Power BI free live session 1st November at 8 p.m. Okay, whenever there is any free live session is available from Raj Cloud Technologies, we will be posting here in this particular section. You can just click on join now. You can just click on join now. You can fill your basic details like your name, mobile number and email ID, and click on submit button so that you will get link to join the live session. Got it? I hope like many people joined today's class in the same way itself. Okay. And on 3rd of November, we have IICS. So in the same way, whatever the upcoming free live sessions are available, all the sessions will be listed here. Okay. Apart from this, there are many interview questions are available, materials are available, internship programs available here in the Raj Cloud Technologies. Okay. So the people who are currently in the year 2025 passed outs, or the upcoming year 2026 passed outs, for you people, for freshers especially, so we have internship programs too, so you can enroll here. Please don't touch the screen. Please don't touch the screen. Okay, yes. And if you want to know more about the Power BI program, you can just go to the courses section. Okay, you can just go to the courses section. You can click on Power BI trainings. You can just click on Power BI trainings. Once you click on Power BI trainings, you will be in the page. You will be in the page of Power BI. So in this page, you can see the complete information about the Power BI program. Okay, so this is the introduction class for the Power BI session, and today is the batch starting day, 1st of November. New batch is starting from 1st of November, you can see here. Okay. Yes, Kishore. After like my explanation, the technical content will start. Please stay connected. Okay. Yes. In this page, you can get the complete information about the technical, what are the technologies that we are going to teach, and the course unique features, job opportunities and salary ranges. Okay. And what are the job roles available. All these things you can see here. Okay. All these things you can see here, and about your course curriculum as well. At the end of the program, like what you're going to learn. Okay. Everything you can see here about the course price, group discounts, and about your trainer and the batch timings as well. We have two batches available here. Okay. So we have two batches available here. One is a morning batch from morning 8 to 9:30 a.m. IST. Another one is the evening batch starting at like 9:30 p.m. to 11 p.m. IST. Okay, so two batches available here. So you can opt for any of the batch and you can go ahead. Got it? Yes, this is how like we are going to deal with the things. And to get today's session recording and material, I just need some information from your end. That is your name and WhatsApp numbers. That is your name and WhatsApp numbers. Please post your name and WhatsApp number in the chat. Your name and WhatsApp number in the chat, so that I can share you the today's session recording and material as well. And along with this, we are also going to provide you the our WhatsApp group link, where there are like more than 500 plus students are there. So these people are from our previous batches, and few are from like a technical background, like they are currently working as a Power BI developers, okay, and architects as well. Our trainer will be available in the group. Okay, so even our CEO and chairman, so the complete team will be available in the group, where you can get the complete information and the latest information, updates, everything you can get in this particular WhatsApp group. To get this WhatsApp group link and to get today's session recording and material, please post your name and WhatsApp number. If you are from a different country, please post with your country code as well, so that it will be easy for us to reach you. Okay, let's take a sharp 1 minute break. Sharp 1 minute break, and after this break we'll start the complete technical content. Okay, just 1 minute break to post these names and WhatsApp numbers. Once it is posted, we can start the class. Okay. Yes. Thanks for sharing your contacts. The chat will be still open and the mic is also open. Okay. If you have any questions when the instructor is teaching you, you can feel free to like unmute yourself and you can raise your question. Okay. Thank you so much for staying till this time. Ambarishan garu, over to you, please.
Sure. Thanks, Karthik. Hello, everyone. Good evening. Thank you for joining the session. Let's go and get started. Let me share my screen and let me just set everything up. We'll get started in a bit. Give me 1 minute. Okay. So I think my team has already given you the idea about the course, but I just wanted to start off with, let's start off with my introduction here. Plus I'll go through the course content and then I'll give you a demo on certain things here. Okay, so my name is Ambarishan. You can call me Amber, and I have over 15 years of experience in the IT domain. And I teach people predominantly on the data visualization tools, which is going to be Power BI, Tableau, ClickView, and ClickSense. So these are go-to tools. And I work with the data every single day. I consult a lot of people. I work with data warehousing, databases a lot of times. So this is how things work. And like I said, I've been teaching people for more than 8 years now, and these are the go-to tools for, me on a daily basis that I work with. That's a little bit about myself. Let's go ahead and get started with the session. And the main objective of this session today is to just give you an introduction about Power BI. Okay. So let's start off with the course content. And I've curated this course content. I've developed this course content based on the PL 300 exam. All right. So this is very much aligned with our PL 300 exam, which is the certification, exam for Power BI. And let's go ahead and understand what we have here. Okay. Now, just before I deep dive into this, and my team is also going to introduce you to all of these details later. So what you will be working with in this particular course is we'll, of course, learn Power BI in detailed fashion. And it's going to be from a developer standpoint where we work on the Power BI desktop environment, and then we'll publish that to the server, Power BI service. So a lot of that will go on. But more importantly, you get something called as Oracle SQL as an add-on with this particular course. Okay. Now, SQL becomes one of the important things to go and look at, work on in your real-time projects. So you cannot, you know, escape this, and you cannot just work on Power BI. You'll have to go and source the data from databases. So any kind of an SQL knowledge is very much required. And I'm not asking you to go and learn this from a database administrative standpoint. You don't have to create a table. You don't have to drop them. You don't have to insert, update, and delete the data. No, all that you have to do is you just have to learn something called as a select query. Yeah. Just learn everything around the select query, everything, all the variations of the select query. This is just about querying your database. You're retrieving the data. You're going to go get the data from the database. That's the only part that you have to learn. So just kind of get used to that variations and different ways of working with the select query. That's more than enough. Okay, so that's going to be given to you as a complimentary course, and you'll be getting that along with this Power BI training that you'll go and enroll for. Okay, good. That's just an idea that I wanted to give you. And what we will have is we'll have about 30 plus of live interactive, you know, trainer-led session here. So I'll be your trainer, and I'll be going and, kind of giving you these lectures on a daily basis. We'll have 30 plus hours of lectures. There are going to be a lot of hands-on assignments and capstone projects coming your way. All of that is part of the course. Okay, that's what we have. Let's go ahead and deep dive into the course content and first of all understand what we have. Okay, I hope my team has already shared it, but if not, I'm just sharing this one more time on the chat box here. So just go ahead and have this bookmarked and you can go through this course content. Okay. All right. So the very first thing that we'll do with our course is we will understand the very basic idea of what is Power BI, the architecture of it, the basic understanding of this particular tool. And that's what we will start off with. It's going to be all theoretical aspect of it, but we'll go and deep dive into those details because that becomes your foundation. That becomes your basic knowledge that you should have on your course, and that's how it's going to be done. Okay. All right, guys, please don't annotate on my screen. I'm just going to stop letting you do that. Give me 1 minute. Okay, great. So let's just do this. So this is our basic introduction that we will have. And what is Power BI, by the way? What is Power BI? Power BI is more of a reporting environment. I'm just kind of simplifying this in a very simple fashion. So it's more of a reporting tool. Yes. And we call this as a BI tool usually. So what is BI? BI stands for business intelligence. I'll give you the definition in a while, but Power BI in a very simple term is a reporting environment where you go and build some reports. It's more with respect to the visualization that you go and talk about your data. You go and project and present your data in a more of a data visualization perspective. And that's going to be easy for the users to understand. All right, that's how we will go and do it. So that's what is Power BI, but we call this as a business intelligence tool. Let's go and kind of understand the essence of BI in it. And I'll just go walk you through that. Okay. But what is important for a report? Data is very much important for a report. So that's our first step. We'll have to go and load the data, and I'll be going and sourcing the data from a variety of different data formats. We'll go and connect to some local files like Excel, CSV. We'll go and load the data from the website. We'll go and go into the on-premises, which is SQL database, Oracle databases. We'll just learn that. And we'll also source the data from cloud databases, some other data source connection. So no matter which data source you're connecting to, the idea is going to be the same. And when I go through these sessions here, you'll understand that the idea is all the same. The logic and the way things connect to and the way we bring the data inside Power BI, it's all the same. It's just different data sources. And you just want to understand, from different perspectives, how are we going to bring the data in? So that's the first step that we'll go and work on. And I'll show you today as well when I'm connecting to my data set, the data is never clean. So you may see a data in a different format in the data source, but when you load it into Power BI, it can give you all sorts of trouble, all sorts of issues or discrepancies. So the data will be never clean. And what we do next is to go and transform our data. Okay. So from that connection of data sources, you go and transform your data. All right. That's what we will do. So let's see how to do that. And I'll show you this as a glimpse today. You'll understand this. And this is going to be one of the, I would rather say, most important parts of working with this information here. Let's see how this goes. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Just going to go erase all of that. Yeah. So we'll be spending a lot of time with this transformation techniques. You will be working on some, a lot of different data sources and other things. We'll see how that goes. So that's how it's going to be done. Okay, good. Now, after you are done with this transformation, we are not going to jump right into the visualization phase. We will not do that. There is still a lot more to do and a lot more to work with your data. So we will be bringing in a lot of tables into our Power BI tool. And what happens is you'll have to connect these dots. You have to connect these information together so that you can source this data and you can go and build your, charts, graphs, and visuals based on that. So let's say you have all the sales information coming from one table and you'll have all the managers coming from different table. And if you want to bring it all together in a visualization, you'll have to connect these tables together. Okay. And that is what is called as data modeling in Power BI. Okay. So we'll go and talk about how to model your data, how to connect these dots together, and then make it as one big single source. Use it for your visualization phase to come later. So this is how we go and proceed with it. I have tried and tested these methods in the past few years, and this is the best approach that works. This is the best ways of working with your data. Even me today, starting with my report or anything of that sort, I go and usually look at, connecting to the data source. I go and see if there are any anomalies with the data. I go and transform the data. Yes, that's the next best thing that you can do. And once you're done with all of that, you'll have to go and do the data modeling part. And that is, like I said, connecting your tables together to leverage the information from one or more tables to go and, showcase that in your respective visualization. That's one. Now, after that comes one of the important things that we will work on. I can choose between, building some visualizations here, or maybe we'll go with something called as the DAX ways of working. So there are two options. Once you are, there with all that data modeling and other things, what we will be doing is we'll just be working on DAX expressions, or maybe we can also jump into visualizations. Both of them are going to be some individual tracks with which we can learn and understand what's going on. But I would prefer, asking you during the course, what would be your choice and how would you go about, getting to the next stage here. So a lot of people say visualization because that's the most anticipated part of this particular course. Yes, we can learn visualization. We'll also learn DAX later point in time. So this can be switched. I mean, these two sections can be switched and you can just always have anything learned one or the other way. You can learn them that way. But let's focus on DAX, and I prefer DAX, working with DAX first, because we'll be able to spend more time with DAX expressions and all of that. Okay. Now, there is a very, very, you know, strange idea out there in the world that DAX is very difficult. Okay. Just say yes in the chat box if you have already heard of this term called as DAX. Anyone? If people just kind of, before even learning the tool, they'll go and learn what is difficult, what is easy to learn, and how is that, right? So this comes into play, and DAX is going to be something that you may think is one of the toughest things to go and learn, but I would say I'm going to make it easier for you to go and learn DAX, and it's just a formula language. Yeah. Have you ever written something called as an expression like this in Power BI? Yes. Have you ever done sorry, not Power BI, maybe Excel? You'll just go and do something like you are adding some cells and you're just summing up these values in Excel. Yes. Have you written a simple formula like this in Excel? If you have done that, you mean, or I would say you were already introduced to DAX. Okay. So this is a DAX expression, and we'll do the same expression in Power BI in its own ways of working. So it has its own essence. It has its own, way to write this expression, but it's all DAX. Whether you use Excel or you use Power BI, it's all DAX. These are all Microsoft tools here. Okay. So you are not new to DAX. You have already been using it. The only thing is you never knew that whatever you've done in Excel is more of a DAX. Okay. The VLOOKUP functions you may have written, the text functions, the aggregate functions, everything is all DAX. All right. Now, the way we will go and work on DAX here in Power BI sessions here is I'm going to reserve, 1/3 of this entire course for DAX. Let's say I'm just doing like 30 sessions. Yes. And out of that, 10 sessions are going to be on DAX. All right. So that's how, deep dive we'll go ahead and have within the DAX expressions. And we will learn a lot of different functions, a lot of different ways of working with our data. And this is a huge list of, functions that you'll go ahead and learn. And there is a big list here, right? So look at that. It's a huge list of details. We'll be just learning all of this in our session here. Okay, so we'll be working on DAX in an extensive fashion. And when you leave this course, when you kind of, complete this course, or maybe just the DAX session, you will understand that this is way simpler than you ever thought. Okay. So just let's not make it complicated. It's a pretty simple formula language here. It's not a coding platform. Power BI is never a coding platform. It's just a drag and drop report builder. It's one of the easiest tools to learn. Okay. And DAX is going to be easier for you to learn if I just go and give you the right ways of kind of approaching it. You'll understand this better and you'll be able to go and resolve and solve any problems that you have in hand. Okay. When I say problems, you may want to derive something, you may want to get to some value. That's the problem that you'll have, and you will be able to go and resolve all of that. Okay. So that's how we'll be learning. Like I said, 1/3 of the entire session is going to be on DAX, and that's how extensively we work with DAX expressions here. Okay. So once that is all done, that's when we'll step into the visualization phase, or like I said, these phases or these topics can be interchanged, and you can learn visualization first, and then we can jump into the DAX ways of working. Doesn't matter, but usually you'll use the DAX derived formulas in visualization. So I prefer going with DAX first, and that's how I have just kind of set up my course here. This is how it is. All right, so once we are done with our visualization, we'll be learning how to build a report. I'll show you a simple report and a sample report that I just did in a session, in one of our previous sessions. And that's what we will go and learn. And once you have it, we'll go and publish that to a server called as Power BI service. And that's how we'll go and learn how to work on the server side aspects as well. So it's all about building a report in a desktop based version. and you go and publish that to a cloud-based environment today, and we'll be learning all of this. I'll show you how to set up the Power BI service environment. It's going to be free for you to set up. Okay, I'll just show you how to do that, and we'll work on those different aspects as well. Okay. I'm going to show you the in-class project that I've done. Look at this project. It's an amazing project that we have done. It just took about, 2 sessions for me to go and build this entire project, like at least 2 to 3 hours max to go and build this entire project. I'll show you this project to you, and you'll understand how we are going about, doing things here. And we'll also go and have a lot of other, capstone projects and other things coming your way. So once that is all done, you'll be receiving those capstone projects. We'll be building all of that. And we'll also have, idea about what is Microsoft Fabric. It's one of the buzz terms these days. We'll go and learn that, and we'll understand what is Microsoft Fabric. I mean, it's just on which Power BI is all built. So we'll just have to kind of understand what that is. Okay, I'm talking from the server side aspects of it. So we will be learning the Microsoft Fabric ways of working, and that's how this is all set. Okay, good. That's our course content, by the way. Okay, what we are trying to do is it's pretty simple. You are going to first of all get to your data. If the data is not clean, you'll be transforming your data. And once the data is all clean, neat, and transformed, you'll be setting up your data model. This is how the flow goes. And then you have the option of working with DAX or the visualization, like I said. Once you have built that visualization or you built your report, you're going to publish this particular report to the server. You're going to work on that. And like I said, we'll be building a lot of projects and working on different things here and there. And then we'll publish it, deploy it, and understand how to go ahead and use it. So the final aspect is to go ahead and let your users consume it. So we'll also understand how to share and collaborate with your users. So all of that is going to be what we will be doing. So collaboration and all of that is going to be happening. So this is the entire flow. This is how we'll go and work on our entire course. And I've just simplified it to a greater extent, but this is going to be like I said, 30 to 35 hours of lectures here from my side. Plus you'll have a lot of hands-on assignments, capstone projects coming your way. All of that is going to be there. Okay, good. Okay, I would like to take a pause here. I want to understand if you have any questions. I'm just going to look at the chat box here. In the meanwhile, I'm going to open the report that I was talking about. Just look at this report. I'll walk you through this. If you have any questions at this point, let me know. I'll go and walk you through the details here in a while. Okay, just let me know. I'll just give you a minute or so. If you have any questions regarding anything, just put it. If it is relevant to whatever I've just covered so far, I'll take it up. Otherwise, I'll reserve it for later. Let's see. Any questions, anyone? All right, I'll keep an eye on the chat here, but let me just go ahead and show you, and I'll just go ahead and kind of talk through this. Look at this. This is our Power BI desktop environment, okay? And this was just created just now, 16th of October, hardly 15 days back. I was just working on a batch and I was just kind of giving them a demo. This is our, report that we built in one of these sessions, all right? Now, this is the desktop version of it. I'm just going to go through all that we have done here. So this is a simple sample data set that we have. It's more of a sales data. I kind of, assumed this is the data for Starbucks, and we'll just go ahead and use that way. And look at it. This is our, Starbucks presentation or maybe the report. And we have a welcome screen here. Okay. So from the welcome screen, we have just different pages and different things that we wanted to go and go through. So we'll just click on these buttons and we'll go through that. Okay, so let's go with this sales report first of all. So I'm just going to click on this button and that will take us to this particular page. Yeah, that's how it is. And this is our detailed sales report. Now, what do we have here is we have some slicers, some things to go and slice and dice your visualizations information. All of these visuals will be able to go and filter, and we will be able to go and narrow down our results to that level. So have a look. So 2017, let's just go and click on that. Look at this information here. I will be able to just click on these different things and you can see the interactions going on, the response that I'm getting with my report. It's so quick, so great, so nice and neat to get to the data right away. And that's the beauty of these different reports. Okay. So we're building a report with which we are able to go and navigate through our reports like this. And I can go back to my home screen here. I can go back to my report here. I can click on the logo. I can be taken back to this particular home screen. And all of this is what we are going to build. And this is the interaction, the user experience, the report, and the essence of these different information being brought out in the right fashion is what we are going to go ahead and do. Okay, we can go ahead and have these slicers done. So let's go ahead and say, I want to just do this for California, Kansas, Arizona. And let me see if I've not done that, but I wanted to show you that I was just doing that for a different, uh, batch. But I could just also have, let's say, for example, I'll go with Arizona maybe, and not Arizona. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, you can have some negative values coming in, and you can just kind of have, these things can be showcased in red or anything of that sort to catch the attention of the user. We do a lot of things, and I'm just kind of showing you something that I just developed in one of the reports, one of these sessions, and this is what we are having. Okay. Good. So this is what I'm having here, and you can clear all these different, filters that are applied. You can apply some default filters that I've selected, and you can see all of that gets kind of, applied that way. So these are different things that we'll work on, and this is what I'm going to teach you. But we want to go ahead and get to our data. First of all, we'll have to see what anomalies and discrepancies we have with the data. The data is never clean. I'll bet on that. And for sure, you'll encounter different things. You may want to derive different details before you can start putting them in your visualization. So all of that happens on a reporting environment here, and this is what we usually do. And once you can overcome all of those issues, and once you have a nice clean data set, that's when I'll look at the visualization phase. And look at this. This is easy to go and do. I did this within a session, which is like 1.5 hours long max. Okay, so this is the entire report built in one single session. So if you have the data in the right format, in a clean, crisp format, you'll be able to go and bring this out in this fashion. Okay, and it's interactive. It's always interactive. You can click on any places here, anywhere within this particular report, and everything will just go and kind of get reduced to that level. And that's how you'll be able to go and work on it. Yes. Good. So this is what we are getting to. This is what we'll go and learn how to build it. But let me show you the way, first of all, to go and build a simple report here. What are you going to do? Like I said, you may be looking at a data set. It may be neat and nice, but when you load it into Power BI, you'll see all the issues that we will get with Power BI. So let me just show you these things, and I'll walk you through these different details and probably show you how easy it is to build a certain report. Okay. I'll just work on something else, some other data set, and let's just go and source some data from the internet here, and then we'll just load that information. Okay. I'm going to open a new file. So let's go to File, and let's open a new blank report for Power BI. Okay. And we'll just go ahead and get the data from a website here today. Okay. Let's just try doing that. And again, guys, I just leave this open for anyone to pitch in, or maybe just let me know in the chat box. I see a comment coming up. Let's see, and just ask any questions, and I'll be able to answer your questions right away. Are we going to build it from the scratch in this course, and also will be able to practice in real time in this course period? Yes, that's what we will do. See, this is 30 to 40, 45 hours of the entire um, training. Okay, 45 hours of training. I would say, again, 30 to 35 sessions of lectures and all of that. We'll be building this from the scratch. Yes, of course. And like I said, that's what I said. I'll show you how to connect to the data. I'll show you how to go and kind of cleanse all of that information if there is any issues with the data. We'll be doing some data modeling stuff. Have a look. This is our data model here. I told you we'll be sourcing the data from multiple tables, and we'll have to connect the dots. Yes. So we'll be doing all of that. So all of those tables put together is how this entire report is working. They are all working cohesively, connected all together. And that's how the report is all entirely working. Okay. I have these dates and these years and months information is all coming from a table called as a date table. And then we have all the sales information coming from here. If I have to go and get the manager's information for certain regions, who's the manager for certain regions, I'll have to go and connect to that people table. And I need to understand what is the returns happening with any e-commerce website, with anything, there can be returns. So if I have certain things like that, I'll have to source that from that returns table. So all of that is getting connected together. And this is all that we will do step by step. We will learn everything. And that's the entire course content that I just showed you. Okay. We just walked through all of this. It's just not for the website purposes. No, This is what we will go and learn. This is the entire course content. I'll be talking you and going through the architecture, the introduction section, and then the connection to the data source. I'll be working for you. I'll be teaching you all of this. I'll be showing this live on my sessions. I'll be talking and walking through all of these details. And then we'll just go and cleanse our data, do all of those different things. I'll show you what I'm going to do. And there is also a lot of information in the, the video section that we have here. Just go to our YouTube channel. I'm just going to link that. But before that, I'll just want to share only the Power BI related content so that you can have a look at it. Okay, just search for Power BI here in our channel, and you'll get this list of, Power BI courses that we have. And if I just go here, so this is batch 9, session 1 that was uploaded, batch 9, session 2. Just go through all of this and understand what's happening really in this particular, sessions here. These are live sessions. These are our course content, and the first few sessions already uploaded. You can see the session 1, probably go with this one. You can see a lot of different sessions being already uploaded. I want you to go through these sessions, understand what we are doing in the sessions really, and that will give you an idea. And these are going to be detailed session. It's like 1.5 hours long. All of these sessions are going to be more than 1 hours long. This is 1.5 hour session, and that is how you want to go and look at it. Okay, I'm going to ping you this. Just click on it, bookmark it, and keep it. That's going to be really helpful for you. Let's see how that goes. Okay. I'm from a non-IT background and I'm planning to join this course. What should I learn first? Yes. So when you go and enroll for this course, what we will do is we'll first of all give you some recorded sessions to go through. Okay. We need to have a foundation set here. Okay. We cannot just jump like that right into the course. Yes, you can learn Power BI desktop, Power BI details separately as well. But we will be giving you some, sessions to go through. Go through the Oracle SQL part of it. The process takes a little bit of a time. Once you enroll, we'll have also a lot of people enrolling. We'll have to go back and come back. So before a batch starts, you'll have ample amount of time to go and go through the Oracle SQL sessions. Once you enroll, once you make some payment, I'll just let the team talk to you, and you'll be able to go and get the access to all of these different things. My team is going to let you know all that later. So you'll be given the access to the Oracle SQL and a few sessions from session recordings from the previous session. Okay. Before the live training starts, you'll have to just go through all of this and you'll be just learning it. Even if you don't understand anything, that's okay. You just have to go through those courses, complete those different details, and then we'll start off with a live session. Okay. And in the live session, I'll again go through all of these different details. I'll go through the course content here. And what you'll have is you'll have a very good idea of what's going on and what am I talking about. It makes sense when you go and look at things in a second time. Okay, that's one. And during the session, it's not going to be a webinar. Okay, have you ever attended a webinar where you're only chatting, where you're only posting questions, you're not unmuted, you're never given a mic access? That happens in a lot of different cases, right? So this is going to be a very small group. We'll have hardly 15 to 30 people max. Okay, it will be a very small group. We'll not have hundreds and thousands of people there. No, it's just a very small group, and the attentions are given to every one of you. Okay, you'll have to have, if you have any questions, you can come off of mute and then you can talk to me. I'll go and talk to you again. And that's the kind of a session that we will have. It's not a trainer driven session and not a trainer driven session alone. It is going to be an interactive session. Okay, that's what we will do. So let's go and learn all of that way. And that's how it is. So we'll give you all the instructions. Don't worry. Once you enroll for this course, you will get those recorded sessions, videos, and some things to go through. And once you have that kind of a simple initial foundation, then we'll start our live session so that we can go through all of this. My team is going to give you all those details. Okay, just hold on and you'll get those details. Good. Okay, yeah, I've just shared that YouTube link. Just go and click on it, bookmark it, and you'll get all those details. But let's just go and jump right into the demo session here, and we'll just go and talk about how to work with Power BI. Okay. Now, once you start off with this tool, and I just don't know, this is just not kind of, give me 1 second, guys. Give me 1 second. Okay, good. All right, now have a look. Let's go through a way to go and connect to the data. We'll load the data. Plus, once we load the data, you'll see that there are a lot of discrepancies, and you'll understand what I'm talking about. Just hold on. And when you go and bring the data, you'll have to work with the data. So let me just show you three different steps here, three different areas here where we'll be going ahead and letting, getting to the data. So we'll just go ahead and say, okay, let's get to the data. Where is your data source? You'll have to go connect to that. I'll show you some data source on the web, and you'll be able to go and connect to that. Okay, that's what we will do. And then what we will do is we'll go and work on cleansing this data set. Okay, we'll have a lot of issues with the data, and we'll just go and clean up the data set. Once you have the cleaned data, we'll just take it forward, and then we'll build a report out of it. Okay, let's see how to do this. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm just going to look for a data set, and I'll just go to a website called as Worldometer's website. Okay, there is a website. I'll give you this link. No worries. I can just share this with you as well. So once we have this information here, we'll go to this link, and this is a COVID data set. Okay, this is the COVID data set that we have. And if I just scroll down in this particular website, this is our COVID data set. Okay, this is available for you to connect to directly. You can load the data and you can just work with this information. All right, good. Now let's go and load this information into Power BI. And what we will do is we'll see what is the first impression of this. How are we getting this? And let's see how to do that. Okay. So this is a data lying in a website, and you can have your data lying in your Excel sheet. It can be in a CSV file. It can be in a SQL Server database. It can be a cloud environment. Wherever the data lies, you'll have to choose and tell Power BI, hey, this is where the data lies. And you'll have to go through that particular section to get to that information. Okay. So going back to my Power BI file here, let's go and tell Power BI that it lies in a website, right? So I'm just going to click on this small drop down there. Okay, this drop down here. And what happens is it will show you a bunch of options, and from there we'll be able to go and get to this information. Okay, so have a look. Let's click on this and say, hey, this is going to be a website from where I want to source my data. So I'll say website. This is my website from where I'm going to import the data. Click. That's it. And then it's going to ask you, okay, where is the URL? What is the website? What is the URL? And all of those information. Let's go and give that information here. URL just given. I'll say, okay. And I'll be taken to the website. I'll be kind of, connected to the website. And then we'll be able to go and read the data from the website. Now, in the website, what is happening here is you have so many information here. So you have all the countries listed here, and you can see all of this is COVID cases and other details related to that. And this is one of the tables that you see here, right? So similarly, like this, what we have is we have a lot more information here. Have a look. So we have the European details, European countries listed here, North American countries listed here. So by different continents, it is also listing the countries here. And just by clicking on those tabs, you are able to get to that information. So there is not just one table, there are multiple tables here. Yes. So this is one table, this is one table, this is another table. So you have multiple tables, and what Power BI is going to do is it's going to read all that information step by step, one by one, and it's going to get that information for you. So we are saying that, hey, just let's go and connect to this information. So it reads this particular website, it reads through all of this information, and then it is going to list all the tables in front of you in Power BI. Okay. Now, I'm not going to go too technical here, but what I'm trying to tell you here is if I just go through this, not the page source, if I just go and try inspecting this website, and this is all, web developers do. I'm not a web developer, but I know a little bit of it. So what you'll understand that, hey, this is all, have a look. This is a row, and you have different details here. So this is all the values that you have, and you have all this information coming in here. So all of this that you see, can you see this highlight happening here on top? Yeah, I'm just looking at all of this. These are each individual values. And this is what Power BI is trying to read. And based on this, it will extract all the list of tables that will come from this environment. Okay. I'm not going too technical. I'm just kind of explaining things, how things are going to work for you. Okay. So Power BI is going to read all of this backend code. You don't have to do the heavy lifting here. You don't have to understand anything here. The tool is going to read all of that, and it's going to give you all of these tables in front of you, right? That's what is going to happen. So if I go back to my Power BI file, let's just go do that. And it has already listed all of these tables in front of you. Look at that. So I just said, okay, let's get to the data. We said, okay, the URL is going to be there. It is coming from a website and all of that. I gave that a URL. And then after that, it's just giving me all this list of tables in front of you, right? So this is the list of table, and table one is what we are looking for. Table one is the table that I was just showing you, this all list of details. So let's go ahead and load it. Okay, I'm just going to go do that. We'll discuss all of this in detail. I'm again going to do this in the session as well. So we'll discuss all of this in detail. You can ask any questions today or maybe in that session. But let's go ahead and quickly do this. This is just for demo purposes that I want to go ahead and do this. Okay. So this is the table that I'm trying to load, and that's nothing but table one. And when you click on table one, what happens is it's going to give you the preview of it. Okay. You can have a look at the preview. You can decide, yes, if the data source that you're seeing in the website, is it very similar to this one or not? But I'll show you that it's going to be slightly different. Why? Because like I said, the data is never clean. What you're looking at in a website is more like a cleaned up version of your, backend environment. But this tool is going to show you the actual, you know, details here. So let's see how this goes. All right. So let's go back to our website here, and I'll show you how this is all set up. So if I just go back to my website, all right. So what I have here is, you see that it's a small, crisp table, right? It's a very small, neat little looking table. But I used to, look at this table from the very, COVID times, like 4 years ago and all of that. And this table used to be big. This table used to have a lot of other columns. Okay. There were a lot more columns on this side. And this table used to have so much of information. But after this data got, kind of set and there are no more COVID cases coming in, the table did not get updated, and they just kind of cleaned it up. They just kind of had the last final version of this information here, just presented in this fashion. And this is what we have today. Okay, this is not a live data set. It stopped updating because we don't have too many COVID cases coming in. Okay, so we don't have that information. So it just kind of stopped updating itself. But when it was updating and during that COVID times, like I said, there used to be a lot of columns. And what these people have done here in front of you here is they have gone ahead and cleaned up this information. And you see a very minimalistic details here. That's all. But if I go back to my Power BI file, let's go back to our Power BI file here. And Power BI is giving you a preview here. If I just scroll towards the right hand side, what do you see? What do you see? There are a lot of columns here on the right hand side, and these are all going to be unwanted columns that were removed from the front end, website, and they are not loading it. These are all also kind of a skeleton, the remains of those old columns. And I would rather say this is how your data is always going to look like. Okay. So I told you that the tool is going to scan through the code behind the scenes here, the HTML code. It's just going to go through all of that. And it has extracted the data in front of you, and it has extracted all the information it can get to. And what you're seeing here is there are a lot of columns that, like I said, were removed, and this is still there, existing as that. There's the skeleton remains of that information, and Power BI is able to go and read all of that information. So what should you do now? Should you really take all of these columns forward, or should we have to go and do some cleansing activities here? We call this as data cleansing. You call this as transformation. This has a different name. Okay. A lot of people call this as, usually it's called as a transformation. And you can also call this as an ETL flow. This is a transformation phase during an ETL flow and all of that. We'll get into those technical aspects later, but there needs a little bit of a cleaning done before you can take this forward, right? This is what I want you to understand, right? So the data is good. I was able to get to the data, but it is not good enough for me to go and load that into Power BI and then work with that data, right? So what we have to do is we cannot just like that load this information right away. No, I cannot go and take it forward. I'll have to first transform this data and then go and load my data. Are you getting this point? Yes. So the data that you're looking at is not that clean. And the data that you're looking at, if it is not so clean, you won't be able to go and take it forward. Just work with that. And I'll show you there are more anomalies than just the columns that are not properly set here, right? Let's just go do this. So I'm going to go into the transform data, and this is going to be giving you a dedicated environment for you to work on. So like I said, Power BI has this dedicated environment, and you'll be going to a different window altogether. Look at that. We were working on that window, and we are now here in a different window altogether. And this is a dedicated environment that comes up where you do all the transformation stuff. Okay, so we'll go ahead and work on this transformation here, and this is called as a Power Query Editor. Okay, have a look. It's called as a Power Query Editor, and Power Query Editor is meant for, it is designed for all the transformation that you do. Okay, the font size is too big, so I'm sorry for that. But that's what we do. Everything that you want to go and transform, the options are all here. All these options that you see on the top, these are all going to help you to go and kind of, get your information and do all of that. Good. All right, let's just do this. So let's get into this window, and we'll first of all look at how to cleanse this information. Now remember, we are not writing any line of code, and we will not write any line of code until the last session that I'll go and deliver on Power BI. Okay, we will be working on some formulas. Like I said, a simple sum function in Excel is just a formula that you may have written. I'll be writing some simple formulas, but it is not a coding environment. It is more of a user interface based environment here. Okay, so we'll see how to go about doing this. And what we will do is we'll first of all set up some things here, some transformations here. We'll just clean this a little bit and then go take it forward, and I'll show you how easy it is to go and build a visualization. Okay. So the first things first, like I said, no coding involved. It's just about user interface and working with this interface. So all these columns that you see here, column 10 onwards, okay, column 10 onwards, all of these columns are unwanted columns for us. Okay. So what we will do is we'll just kind of, have this um, removed. So what I'll do is I'll just select all of this column 10, 11, 12. I'm just going to select all of that. I'm just using shift button down and the right arrow on my keyboard to select all of this. So we have, columns until 2020, 22. And these are so many columns here. We just want to get rid of it. So what I'll do is I'll just right click and I'll find an option called as remove columns. Yes, that's there. And I'll just go and remove it. That's it. So I'll click on it and that's going to be removed. So all of those unwanted columns are now removed. And what we have here is we are just left with just the nice, good, nice looking data set. That's it. Now this data is still not that good. We'll just go and look at some more anomalies, some more discrepancies here. Let's see how to work with it and then get rid of it. Okay. Now what you'll see is you'll see a pattern here, and observe this pattern. There is a world level total here. Yes, there are continent level totals here. You can see different continent level totals, and I'm able to see all of that because there is one simple pattern going on. What is it? There is this null value in front of you in every single column, and this is just kind of bringing all the continent level total, the world level total, and all of that. Okay. Now let's assume this. Let's go ahead and understand this way. What I'm going to do is let's go back to our browser. And what I'll do is I'll just go to a new page and let's just do a COVID dashboard search. Okay, let's go and look at a COVID dashboard. And I'm just going to go into the images. Yeah. And let's go with this image. And I'll just go and zoom in a little bit. All right, have a look. So let's say, for example, I want to get to this. What is this? It says confirmed cases. Yeah. So it's telling you confirmed cases. So we want to get to our confirmed cases. So how do I get to that? The total cases for the entire data set is what is the confirmed cases? Yes or no? So the total cases that I have, if I can add all of this, if I can just sum up all of these values, that's what is the total cases or the confirmed cases, the COVID cases for the entire world. Yes. So if I go and start adding it right away, what happens? I'll be including the world level total. I'll be including the continent level total, plus I'll be adding all the country level information. So this is all going to be added and you'll already get 3 times your entire value. We don't want to do that. So there is also a little bit of a cleansing required here. I hope you're getting my point, right? So we need to have a little bit of a transformation done. And this is all about getting your data to the right format, getting the data to the right, cleaned up format. That's what I'm talking about. It can be removing some columns, some rows, some additional transformations, some derivations, removing, like I said, the columns and rows and splitting your columns, blah, blah, blah. There are a lot of different ways of doing the transformation, but I want you to understand that anything that you do on top of your data set from the original source, how you brought the data, and if you're doing something on top of it, that's what is called as transformation. Okay. So let's transform this data so that we can build our report in a nice, good fashion. Like I said, it's a drag and drop of your information and you can build a report. And this is a drag and drop reporting tool. Now, if you don't have the data in the right format, and if you want to go do some adjustments here and there, that's not the right and the best ways of working on it, right? So what I want to do is I want to go and get rid of this world total. I want to get rid of this, the details here, the continent level total, and I want to keep all the country level information, because if I go and add all of this country level total, I would get to my world total. Correct? I hope you're following me and you're able to understand what I'm talking about. So if I just have the list of countries, if I add all the countries' COVID cases, I can say, yes, that's the whole world levels information, right? That's how you want to look at it. So let's go ahead and cleanse this. What I do is there is a pattern, like I said, and we want to just eliminate all the nulls so that I get a clean list of country level details maintained or retained in this particular data set. So let's go do that. It's a simple fix. What is it? You just filter it out, filter all the nulls. Click on your drop down there, and you should have done this in Excel and other things as well. I'm just going to click on the null values here, say okay, and we are done. Simple as that. Look at that. It's a nice clean data now. And all that you have is just the list of countries. So I can take it forward and we can just work with that. Okay, there are different anomalies still, but I just kind of gave you a glimpse of what we have to do. The data, like I said, it can be presented and kind of be beautiful in your source system. Like I said, we will have all the different things going on in this particular front end system, but this is not the actual data. You saw a lot of columns there. You saw a lot of totals coming up. We don't want all of that. So you need to get that one extra step done. You need to transform your data. And all of this is very much part of this entire process. And you may want to do all of this. Okay, good. I hope you're understanding this. This is what we will do, and we'll learn all this in detailed fashion. Okay, transformation techniques, working with the Spark query window. I'll reserve like 5 to 6 sessions for this. So you'll be extensively working on this environment as well. This is going to be one of the main, things that you'll go and do whenever you connect to the data and whenever you bring the data in. You will not be working on this forever, but this is also an important, part of the process, and it is something that you have to do and you cannot just avoid it. Imagine the day and the era of ChatGPT today, the generative AI today. You go and give it a wrong instruction, what will it give it to you? If you feed in junk to these systems, you'll get junk out. Yes. So we'll have to go and give some time. We'll have to go and understand how to work with our data. We have to cleanse our data and feed the right and the best data to this particular tool so that it gives you back the right information. The best ways of getting those details out is to give it a clean data set. So we'll follow the same process here. We're going to transform our data and then we'll go and proceed with that. Yes. So once that is all done, let's go and close and apply. Let's come out of this particular window. So I'm just going to apply all the changes, close this window and load this into Power BI. So I'm just going to say close and apply, done. So we are coming out of that window because that window was dedicatedly for a transformation technique. So we'll just go and load it and we'll be able to go and bring that changes into the tool. Now, this is what I've done in my, the videos here. So just go through these videos. Like I said, just a few different sessions, just go with session 1, session 2 on any of these different batches. I would have done this. Okay. Probably look at session 2. Most of the time I'll be discussing all of these details in session 2. So let's go ahead and do that. Just do that from your side and understand how this goes. And this is how we want to go and look at our details. Okay. So that's what we have. We have loaded our table. It says table 1. No worries. Right click on that particular table and let's go and rename that table. Okay. I'm going to call this table as COVID cases, maybe. Yeah. Let's just do that. And that's how we will have it. Now, this is a nice clean data set. Let's go to the second view here. And you can see that it's a nice clean data set that is coming up. There are no unwanted columns on the right hand side. We have already removed that. There is no world total and other totals coming in. We only have the list of countries here. So we have cleansed our data. We have taken this forward in a nice, neat fashion. And this data is good enough for us to go and build our entire report. Okay. Now let me show you how to build these different visualizations and work with these different visualization. Just a couple of clicks and you'll be able to build this entire detail. The only hard ways of working is to go and cleanse this data, model the data, work on the DAX ways of working where you want to derive some things. So those formulas are to be written. Once you have all of that set, visualization phase is going to be very, very simple. So let me show you just a few couple of clicks. I'll just go ahead and build a few charts in front of you that will, come together. Like I said, we'll have to go ahead and beautify it. We'll have to go ahead and format it, and we'll have to go ahead and work on it to build something like this. But, I'll show you how to go ahead and do this in a very simple fashion. Okay. I'm going to do this in a, like I said, very simple fashion, not adding too much of details here. So just give me 1 minute, guys. Okay. There is something going on. Okay, good. So have a look. So let's go ahead and understand how to build something like this. Maybe I'll create some big bold numbers like this. I'll create a map visual for you. I'll create a scatter chart for you. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's see total deaths versus active cases. We want to do that. Let's go ahead and do that. And I can also build all of this information, but I'm just going to show you a little bit of that. And I'll show you how easy it is to build all of these details in Power BI. Okay. I'm just looking at the chat box here. I'm not getting any questions. I hope you guys are with me and you're looking at all of these details. It's pretty simple to go and work on. If you have any questions until this point, just pose those questions there. I'll take it up. Otherwise, I'll reserve some time for you for the um, discussion here. Yeah. So let's start off with a big bold number. So this is my idea here. Let's just go and do something. And you usually go and sketch this information, in a piece of paper or something like that. Or if you want to just kind of have some ideas before you start off with, that's going to be very good. So like I said, you just want to go and have some idea. So we'll just go and have two big card visuals. Maybe this is going to go show the total cases. I'm just writing that. It's a big bold number. We'll show that. This is going to go show the total deaths. Let's go and keep it simple, just a small information here. And then I'll probably want to see, based on some continents, I want to see some, COVID cases going on. So let me just go ahead and have some bar chart, kind of set up here. And once I have all of that, let's go ahead and have a small map. Okay, I'm just going to draw something like that. I'll just have maps and I'll just kind of point, okay, where are these details? Where are these COVID cases? And we'll just go ahead and kind of set it up that way. Okay, so this is the whole idea. And these are 4 visuals, a few clicks, just 1 to 2 and maximum 3 to 4 clicks. And I'll show you how I'm going to build all of this visual. Okay, so let's just try that. I'm just going to show you this on a high level overview. I'm not going to go into the details. I'm not going to beautify these reports. Let's go and just focus on building the visuals and how easy it is to build the visual. That's the idea that I wanted to convey. Okay. So let's start off with this, card visuals. We call this as card visuals, big bold numbers coming in, telling you the total cases, total deaths. And then I'll show you a bar chart. I'll show you a map. Let's go and do that. Okay. All right. Have a look. So let's just do this. There is a visual called as a card visual here. Okay, there is a card visual here. Let's go and click on that card visual. That's going to let you build some, details with big bold numbers. Okay, so this is a template that was added when I clicked on this 1, 2, 3. It's called as a card visual here. So once I add it, it just kind of brought a card visual here. And all you have to do is just tell Power BI what field do you want to use here. So I want to use, let's say, total cases from the right hand side. So check that box. That's it. Look at how easy it is. Check, and it's going to just load and give you that big bold number. Like I said, you can beautify this, you can format it, and you can have this, kind of converted into this nice, good looking fashion, kind of an embossed fashion, right? This is all there, but I'm just going to keep it simple. That was how easy it is to go and build a visual here, right? Let's go and do this one more time. Just have a look. Click on this card visual. It gives you this card visual. And what do you want to do? Let's go and have total deaths added to this particular report. Click, check that box, and there we go. We have just, a number coming up, and that's good, big, bold number coming up. And that's how we've gone and build a report. Okay. Let's go and build a simple chart, a bar chart. Okay. There is this first visual that's called as a stacked bar chart. We'll just use the bar chart part of it. I'll just show you how to go ahead and do this. So I'm clicking on that, and that adds a visual here, a template here. We'll just go ahead and keep it like that. And what do I want to do? I want to look at continent-wise total cases. Okay, how are the continents and the total cases kind of coming up? Let's go ahead and look at that on a bar chart. Okay, you can also do this by country-wise details and all of that. Let's go with country-wise information. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll just go ahead and say, okay, we have country here, country or other details. Just check that box, have a look, check. And we want to go with total cases, check. 2 columns added, and there you go. Boom, we have a big, nice visual coming in. I'm going to teach all these tricks to you when I go through my session. These are simple things. And if you can master these simple techniques, you can just bring these visualizations to life with ease. And you don't have to depend on any complex formulas or logic. This is all simple and easy. Okay, so we have a list of countries here, and look at that. All of these are here. You can go to the other icon here that you see under visualization. You can turn on the data labels here, and that will bring up the data labels on the chart. How easy it is to go and do things here in Power BI. Yeah. Let's go and throw some colors into it. Okay, I'm just going to take the country and put it into the legend section, drag and drop it here. And look at that. We have different colors coming up for different countries. Yeah. That's how easy it is. But if you want to know what am I doing and how am I able to go and do all of this just by a few clicks and few drag and drops, you need to understand the real essence, the real secret behind it. Okay, so that is all revealed in the course as we progress, and I'll show you all of that. Yeah. Okay, one last thing. Let's go and do a map. I'm going to do the map here. This is an icon. Let's go and click on that map. And I'll start off with the continent-wise total cases. Just check those boxes and look at that. We have a continent-wise details. North America, South America, Europe, Africa, Asia, Australia. These are all different places where you have COVID cases. Yeah. The bubbles and the size of the bubble is telling you how big of a, you know, impact is it in all of these different continents. If you want to do this by different countries, you can also do that. Let's go and do this by different countries here. So I'm going to remove continent and I'm going to add countries to this. And look at that. That's our country, information. Look at that. It's all spread across different areas here. The bubble size is really telling you what's going on. You can just hover onto these different details. How difficult of a task is this? This is one of the simplest tools, like I said, to go and learn, and you'll be able to go and, work peacefully. There is a work-life balance. There is no stress involved in this job. It's going to be very simple. All that you'll have to know is where is the data, how to get to the data, how to bring that data in, what are the different activities that you do with that data set, and then you start populating these visuals. A very simple ways of working. That's it. But there is a lot to learn from a developer's perspective. We'll go and learn all of that way. And that's the entire course. It's not that simple. It is easier said than done, but we'll just go and understand how to work on these things. And I've just shown you something here. And this is going to be done in a much more detailed fashion. That's what we will do in our course. Okay. Great. That's what I had for today. I'll just go ahead and turn it over to you guys. If you have any questions, I'll take that up. Otherwise, I'll just turn it over to my team so that they'll give you all the other details on offers and other things. So let's just talk about it. So any questions before I let my team take over? Let me know. Anyone? Any? Yes, please.
Hi.
Yes, please.
Good
Tell me.
evening. Yeah, actually, see, my qualification is MSc. My studies
Mm-hmm.
is completed on 2016.
Mm-hmm.
So after so much gap, after I will think and I will join the Power BI, but I don't know exactly how can I will start. I'm so much confusing. Please, can you give me any suggestion, please?
Yeah, sure. What was the gap that you mentioned? Sorry, come again on that, please.
Yeah, in 2016. Yeah.
Okay, okay. So no worries. See, we have, I mean, we won't be able to do anything about it. There is a gap and there is nothing we can do about it. But you can pitch in as a fresher and you can say you took a course. You can have, we'll provide you the certificates and you can showcase the certificates and you can talk to your interviewer saying that I want to get into this, IT field. I wanted to get into something and I just kind of got trained in Power BI. Like I said, You can showcase all of the certificates, and these are all valid. And more than certificates, what talks is about your knowledge in the interview. So it will all be there. So if you go and pitch in as a fresher, you'll certainly definitely be able to get to these jobs. But let me show you this. We have all of this, job roles and everything. So you can start off with a junior data analyst. It's a freshers role and all of that, and you'll be able to get to something. And within a year or two, you can just kind of transition your career with that experience. You should be able to go and transition your career to something else, and you'll be able to go and get a better package. But there is nothing we can do about the gap for now. If you were a working professional, we could have had some overlaps and we could have done something else. But in this case, we'll have to go with a fresher as an option. And that is pretty much possible. There are a lot of openings out there, and we will be able to get to that very easily. Yeah.
Yeah, and actually, I'm in
Mhm.
UK now.
Yeah.
So actually, I don't know that in outside is IT field, and is any chances is Power BI. I mean, in nowadays, so many members said like that. No job opportunities like that. Power BI testing like
Okay.
that.
Yeah, let me show you something here. Okay, just observe this chart here. So this is where we stand. Microsoft is one of the leaders in the market right now, and there are hardly few tools that are there as a leaders in this particular phase. And you're learning one of the best tools. Okay, I mean, I have been working with Power BI for more than 10 years now. 2014, 2015, that's where this tool was launched, and I'm working since then on Power BI. Okay, so we used to have a tool called as Tableau. Look at that, Tableau. And that was one of the best tools out there in the market. It was later procured by Salesforce. That's a different company. It procured it. But Microsoft actually, kind of led this entire space, and it is the leader in the market right now. And every tool that we have here, these different tools, these people are transitioning to Microsoft. Okay. And you have a lot of openings. You have a lot of, opportunities for this tool. And I'm just not saying this because I want you to be enrolled for this course. No, I'm just saying that it's a fact. And you have a lot of openings. You can be anywhere in the world, UK, US, Australia, Singapore, wherever you are. There are a lot of openings. Even in India, we have so many openings here. And all you have to do is just learn those right set of skills. People are usually looking for, SQL and Excel a little bit and Power BI. These three tools are more than enough. If you have a basic knowledge on Excel, SQL, and Power BI, you should be able to get to your jobs very easily. So it's not a big deal. We'll also help you do that. At the end of this course, I'll be telling you how to go about preparing your resume, how to go about optimizing your LinkedIn profiles, how to showcase your work through GitHub and everything. So I'll just talk more about it. There is a lot to learn, and that is what you'll get. So yeah, I mean, you can talk to our team, and you can just reach out to our team using this number here on the screen, and then you'll be able to go and you know clarify any doubts like this. Yes.
Okay, thanks.
Sure, no problem. Any other questions, anyone? Let me know. See, this is one of the simplest tools. Okay, easiest tools. If you're scared of formulas in Excel, if you have worked on Excel, and if you feel that Excel is difficult, this tool is easier than Excel. Okay, so I'll guarantee you that. You have to understand a few things here and there. We will learn things from the entire developer's perspective. That's what we will do. You have a little bit of a learning to do. There is a learning curve for sure, but this is one of the easiest tools. Okay, I can just guarantee you that. And if you have any questions, reach out to our team, reach out to me directly, ask for my contact details. They'll give you that, and I can talk to you on different questions that you have. Okay, so let's just try doing that. And yeah, if there is anything else I can just help you with, let me know.
Yeah,
Feel
hello
free.
sir. My
Yep.
name is Deepika. I
Yep.
have a small doubt. Like in this course, we are going to learn about the Power BI and also few like brushing of SQL, right?
The SQL part that will be given to you as a recorded session. So that is, we have another trainer who has taken that. We have a recorded session that is given
Okay.
to you as a complimentary course for Power
Okay.
BI. Okay, and you'll be going through that as well parallelly. So I'll be taking the live sessions for Power BI, and when you get some time off those different training sessions, we can go through SQL. And if you have
Mm.
any questions on SQL, you can also ask me that. I'm not going to restrict you to only Power BI. So yeah, we can do
Uh,
that way. Not a
I
problem.
have a small doubt. Like, is
Mhm.
Power BI related to like Informatica, AWS? Are they
No,
like
so
kind?
yeah, they are all professional, I would say, ETL tools, right? The dedicated ETL tools. This
Mm-hmm.
is sort of a reporting tool. So there is a little bit of a ETL coming in. So like I said, we just went through the data set, right? I just took
Mm.
the data and then we went through some transformation. So there is a little bit of a transformation coming in, but we are not going to do a dedicated ETL flow here. Our focus is more on visualizations. Our focus is more on reporting ways of working. So that's the main aspect of it. It is having that little bit of an ETL work to be done, but it is not a full-fledged ETL tool. That's the difference that we have here.
So
It's
okay, at the end of this course, like
Mhm.
what will be we will be able to just visualize, create that Power BI visualizations, everything
Right.
like
This is what we will
reports.
be doing. We will be able to go and create these different reports. This is how your organization is going to use them. So they'll be just going in and clicking on these details. Let's say, I'm just the CEO of the company and I want to know how am I doing with respect to profit in every
Mm-hmm.
single state. So they want to go and filter the data. They want to see, okay, Alabama, I'm doing this much amount of profit. Arizona, there is a negative profit coming in. Arkansas. So this is the way they want to go and understand the details. So for them, for their decision making, we are setting up all of this detail. We will give them the ability to go and filter the data, narrow down the data, look at those aspects of it. And that's the whole essence of, the BI ways of working. BI stands for business intelligence, and it's all
Mm-hmm.
about decision making, helping the people make decisions. That's what we will do here. Yeah.
So what are all the roles that we will be able to fit after learning this course?
So usually it's going to be like, you will be called as a data visualization expert, a BI developer, BI expert, and you can be on a high level, you can also be called as a data analyst. So these are different roles and these are different responsibilities. And Power BI plays a crucial role. Along with Power BI, you may be using different tools. And today there is a great demand and there is a huge expectation from a lot of candidates. So I told you that SQL and Excel is going to be one of the important things, but there can also be cases where, the organization is using Python to do all the data manipulation work. So they may expect you to learn Python. And there is also another tool called as R. So these are different tools. You may want to integrate it. I mean, I would say there is definite scope for you as a Power BI developer, but these small tools may hinder here and there. You don't have to learn all of them. I would rather say Power BI, SQL, Excel is a good combination. You'll get a job and you'll be able to go and kind of get through an interview through this alone. But a lot of people are expecting a lot of other tools, and you may want to kind of work as you progress. You may want to work and add those different tools to your pocket. Yeah.
Okay, I'm actually like living in USA. So
Yeah.
will I be able to, after finishing this course, like will I be able to find a job over there? Like will you be providing the opportunities for interviews, anything like that?
Yeah, my team is going to show you a website, I mean, our own website where we are posting a lot of jobs and details that is there. Plus, we'll be able to assist you with all of those details. You can just do the quick homework here today. Just go and search for some Power BI, roles and responsibility within your area or near your, entire
Mm-hmm.
places. You can just do that, and you'll be able to understand how much of, expectation plus what kind of job opportunities are there for this particular role. There is a huge demand, I would say. Just look for that, just understand it, and based on that, you can, kind of understand that part. But if you have, like I said, any questions around these things, we will be assisting you with all of these job details. And we have a website where we post a lot of different information. You can just learn that or go through that and do that. And we also have a lot of groups where we post these things consistently. So yeah, just talk to our team. They'll give you more details on that. Yeah, just look at this number and then contact us and we will help you with all of these details. Yeah.
Okay, so you're telling like you will be providing the interviews, like I mean, the
We
job
will
roles,
assist you or we'll
assisting.
guide you. Yeah, guide
Okay,
you in the direction that you can go and take these interviews. Yes.
okay,
Uh,
okay.
yeah. Karthik, you want to add something to that? Maybe.
Yes,
I have a
Ambarishan.
mm,
Yes,
okay.
Karthik, go.
Yeah, this is Karthik again from Raj Cloud Technologies. See, coming to the job opportunities and everything, so don't worry about it. So we are going to help you from the complete scratch, like how to answer the tell me about yourself question. From there, we will help you. Okay, and we'll also help you like how to convert your current experience and relevant experience. If you don't have any experience, like how to like show the experience and everything, like we'll take care of that. No need to worry about that. And in the market right now, like we have a very good opportunities on Power BI right now, because this is a top trending technology, trending visualization tool right now in the market. So no need to worry about that. Okay, so we have a huge opportunities. The only one thing is we need to gain a good knowledge to clear the interviews. That's it. That is the only one thing that you need to do from your end. If you can just like do this thing for the next 40 days, that is more than enough, and you'll get enough confidence to clear the interview as well. Don't worry about all these things. Yeah, something you're asking, please go ahead. Yeah.
I have a question like that's not related to this demo, whichever you have given. Will there be an
Okay.
opportunity that you will be providing a course for Finacle as well?
Just like Deepika will do one thing. Okay, you just connect me on this number. After the
Okay.
session, you can just connect me on this number. Okay,
Okay.
so we can discuss more on this. Okay, not a problem.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Yes, yes. Still any questions from anyone, please? If you have
Yeah,
any
I just
technical
saw one in the
questions,
chat box. I'll take that up, Karthik, 1 minute.
please, yeah.
Yeah. So what is the difference between SQL plus Power BI and only Power BI course? So see, SQL is the database where the data lies, and you have to connect your data first, and then the Power BI tool, which is a data visualization tool that comes in. Yes. So yes, data is important. So anytime you work on a real-time project, you'll be connecting to a data set on the database rather than a file, right? So imagine how much can you load and save in your in your file. So Excel has a limit, the row limit, and you can't save so much of data in a file. So we won't be working with files, we'll be working with databases. And in order to query the database, in order to go and read the information from the database, you'll have to learn SQL queries. So that's where things come in. So SQL plus, Power BI is a good combination. You will be working in that fashion, and we are just providing this Oracle SQL as a complementary course. So you have to learn this. And as you go and work with your real-time projects, this is going to be for sure something that you'll be sourcing the data from. So SQL environment is what is going to be the main environment from where you'll bring the data. So that's going to be important. You can also learn Power BI separately, but eventually you'll have to get to, you'll have a roadblock where you have to learn SQL. So I would rather say encourage you to go and do that way. Okay. Yeah, Power BI can be also learned separately. It is not having any dependencies here, but I'm just talking from this, real-time project perspective. Every organization today uses some kind of a database, and one of the ways in which you go and talk to the database is a SQL query. So you have to learn that part, and that's why it's important. Okay, any other questions? Otherwise, I'll turn it on to Karthik, turn it over to Karthik. Let's see. All right, I think no questions. Okay, I'll give it back to you, Karthik. Just if you have anything that to discuss, let's go with that. Yes.
Sure, Amishankar. Thank you so much for
I'll
that.
stop the sharing. Yeah.
Yes, yes. Hi again, this is Karthik from Raj Cloud Technologies. I hope like you can see my screen. So this is our website, and I can see many people from different countries joined here. So if you want to enroll for the program, you can just see here, just go to the home screen. You can see there is a flat 10% discount is available today. Whoever attended today's demo session, for you people, this is a special offer. So 10% discount is available here or website. Okay, you can enroll from the website directly, or else you can pay to this number. You can just like, we accept all the payment modes. Okay, we accept like UPI, bank transfer, net banking, debit cards, credit cards, and the international transfers like Remitly and PayPal. Okay, so all the transaction modes like we accept, so no need to worry about that. Okay, so whoever enrolls today, they are going to get 10% discount as well, and your course price will be just 13,499 rupees only. You can pay from the website directly also here. Just go to the courses section, click on Power BI training. You can just click on Power BI training here, and there is two batches are available here, both morning and evening. Okay, so this will be like our evening batch, that is like 9:30 to 11 p.m. IST. You can just click on this pay and enroll now. You can just click on this pay and enroll now. You can see here the 10% card discount is already enabled here. Okay, if you just scroll down, you can see two payment more options here. One is like a international creditor debit cards, and the other one is Indian creditor debit cards. If you're using the Indian bank accounts, you can opt for this. If you're using the international credit cards or debit cards, you can just like opt for this and click on pay and enroll now, and it will be redirected to the it will ask you the payment mode. You can just select the payment mode and you can continue. Okay, so this is how like you can make the payment as well, and this offer is valid only today. Only today you're going to get this coupon discount here, like 1,500. Okay, so you're going to get this offer today, so you can just get this course for just 13,410 rupees only. Okay, and coming to the placement opportunities and everything, as I said, you will take care of the complete part. No need to worry about that. The only one thing that you need to do from your end is you need to gain the good knowledge to clear the interview. That is the only thing that you need to do from your end. So remaining like a resume preparation and how to like manage your profile, where the jobs are available right now, how to apply for them, each and everything like will take care. No need to worry about that. Okay. Still, if you have any questions related to the course, timings, or the fee, or anything else, you can just like unmute yourself and you can ask us. Or else you can post in the chat as well. I hope like everyone have cleared your doubts. If you still have any doubts, you can connect us on this number. We will be available from morning 8 a.m. to night 11 p.m. We will be available. On this number, we are available 8105296858. This is our calling and WhatsApp numbers as well. You can take a screenshot. You can take a screenshot or you can visit our website. So this is the number where you can reach out us anytime. 8105296858. 9:30 to 11 p.m. only, not 11:30. It is 1.5 hour, 90-minute session. So you're going to have session from 9:30 p.m. to 11 p.m. IST. If I have cleared all your doubts, per week, see, initially for the first week, we'll be having like only 1 to 2 classes. Max 2 classes we'll be having in the first week. After first week, we'll be having regular classes Monday to Friday, 5 classes in a week. After first week, we'll be having 5 classes in a week, Monday to Friday. Only the first week we'll be having 2 classes. Yeah, for the registration process, if you have any doubt or anything else you want to discuss, you can just like message or call on this number 8105296858. We will help you for the further process as well. Thank you all. Thank you all for joining the session. Thank you so much, Ambarishan garu.
Yeah, thanks everyone. Bye bye. See you.